Hi everybody, my name is Alisha. In this video, I'm going to talk about assess, evaluate, appraise, and value. Let's get started. Let's start by talking about the verb assess. We use assess to mean to judge how much something is worth or to judge its significance. This can refer to money, and we tend to use this verb a lot to talk about skills and abilities. Part of the feeling of this verb is that we're obtaining this information in order to use it later, like to make a decision later or to find out something else later. So when we assess something, we're kind of trying to get a picture of the value of something or of someone and their skill set, and then we're going to use that information for something in the future. You can think of assessing something kind of like checking something, where we need to figure out the status of a situation or we need to figure out something that's going on. Here are some examples. My manager assessed my leadership skills during the training exercise. The insurance company is assessing the damage done to my house in the storm. The police are assessing the situation and will report in soon. Okay, let's talk about evaluate. To evaluate means to determine the value or the significance of something, but not in terms of how much it costs. We use evaluate when we're looking in detail at something or someone, like when we need to make a decision or we need to determine an outcome of some kind. Here are some examples. The hiring team evaluated each candidate equally. We should evaluate all of our options before we make a decision. Administration is evaluating our performance from last month. Okay, great. Let's move on to the third verb for this video, appraise. To appraise something refers to an expert in a certain field or in a certain study coming to determine the value of a specific item. We use appraise when we talk about things like pieces of art, homes, maybe antique goods. There are lots of different things that we can appraise, but generally we call in an expert to appraise an item when we think the item is probably of high value. These experts are specifically trained to understand the details of objects and to understand the details of specific fields and assign the appropriate value in terms of money. Let's look at some examples. My house was appraised at $250,000. Maybe this old clock is worth something. I'm gonna get it appraised. Our team of experts appraises every item before the auction. Okay, cool. Let's talk about the last verb for this video, value. To value means to assign something monetary value, just like with appraise. But with value, you don't need to be an expert to do it. We also use value to mean to consider something important or useful. Here are some examples. He valued his belongings at $3,000. She doesn't value her job much. He values hard work, efficiency, and a growth mindset. Okay, great. So now you know the differences between these four verbs. Keep in mind that there are some situations where you could use more than one of these verbs and create a perfectly correct sentence. For example, we evaluated the candidate's leadership skills, and we assessed the candidate's leadership skills are both perfectly fine sentences. It's up to you and for you to consider what you'd like to communicate to your reader. Please keep in mind as well that many sentences can be grammatically correct, but they might communicate the wrong idea. So it's really important to keep the different uses of these verbs in mind as you prepare your text. Awesome, now you know the differences between these four verbs: assess, evaluate, appraise, and value. I hope this video was helpful for you. Of course, if you have any questions or comments, or if you want to practice making some example sentences, please feel free to do so in the comment section of this video. If this video was helpful for you, you can help me by hitting the like button and sharing this video with any friends that you think might need a little reminder about how to use these verbs. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more writing, punctuation, and spelling tips. I will see you again next time. Bye! Appraise and value, four verbs that are very commonly confused. Let's get started. I should evaluate my hairstyle choices. It's rather messy today.